Hey friend, come and sit with me for a minute because I think we need to talk about something that it just doesn't get said enough. If you're in a season right now where things look really different than they used to, maybe your kids are getting older, yes. Maybe your daily routine has completely shifted, yes. Maybe you just woke up one morning and thought, who even am I outside of all of these things I've been doing for everyone else? I want you to hear me say this. You are not starting over. You're not. You're not starting over. I know it feels like it. I know there's this voice in the back of your head that says, I should have figured this out by now, or everyone else seems to have it together and here I am back at square one, maybe even back at square zero. But I'm going to be really honest with you, that voice is lying. There's this narrative out there, and I think especially for women in our season of life, the older kids going into empty nest season, that if you're rethinking things, if you're pivoting, if you're asking big questions about what comes next, that somehow means you failed at what came before. Like if you spent years pouring into your home and your family and your people, and now you're standing in a quieter house wondering what's next, that the wandering means the previous chapter didn't count. And I just want to lovingly push back on that because it is not true. Every single thing you poured into, every meal, every late night, every mom can you, that wasn't wasted time. That was the foundation. That was the building. You're not standing at the beginning. You're standing on top of everything you've already built. Hello, kitty cat. So here's what I want to offer you instead of the starting over story. What if this season isn't a reset? What if it's a release? What if this is the part where you finally get to ask, not what does everyone need from me, but what do I want to grow into? What do I want to be when I grow up? Or what do I want to be when my kids grow up? That's such a different question. And it can really feel uncomfortable to ask it, and it can actually feel a little bit sad. Because for a lot of us, we've spent so long being defined by our roles: mom, wife, caretaker, chauffeur, referee, and these sibling squabbles. The one who holds it all together. When these roles start to shift, even a little, it can feel like we're losing ourselves. But I actually think it's the opposite. I think this is where you start finding yourself again, or maybe for the first time. And that's not starting over. That's starting strong. Here's what I love about this season, even though it can feel wobbly and uncertain. You're not the same woman you were at 22. Praise God. You're not, I'm not. You've got wisdom now, you've got resilience, you have this deep, hard-won knowing about what matters and what doesn't. 22-year-old you was figuring it out from scratch. This version of you, she's building from experience, she's building from depth, she's making choices, not out of panic, yes, I did that, or people-pleasing, also me, but out of purpose. That's not a woman starting over. That's a woman who's finally ready to bloom into a whole new you. And actually, that's exactly why I created something called the Second Bloom, because I kept hearing from women just like you, just like me, who were saying things like, I feel like I'm in this in-between place and I don't know what to do with it. And I thought, what if we didn't treat this season like a crisis? What if we treated it like an invitation? The Second Bloom is a reinvention kit that I designed specifically for women navigating the middle chapter. It's not about overhauling your entire life overnight. It's about gently rediscovering what lights you up, or maybe you're finding that out for the first time. Getting clarity on what this season could look like, and actually giving yourself permission to want things again. Those might not be tangible things. Those might be, I want to know what I want to do with my time. I want to know what kind of foods I really like when I'm not focused on my family and their favorites. And then it could just be really big things. Do I still want to be that artist I started to be when I was 16? Or maybe it's, I'm really interested in starting a business. Can I do that? All of these things. So if you're interested in seeing what the second bloom might be able to help you with, check down below in the description and we'll have that link for you. You're allowed to have a dream that has nothing to do with anyone else. You're allowed to try something and not be great at it yet. You're allowed to change your mind. You're allowed to say, I want more. Not because what you have isn't enough, but because you are someone worth investing into. I think so many of us have been quietly shrinking for years, not on purpose, just kind of slowly. One compromise at a time, oh, it's fine, I don't need anything at a time. And this season, this is your invitation to stop shrinking. You don't have to be loud about it. You don't have to make some big dramatic declaration, but you can start choosing yourself gently, quietly, and with so much grace. So if you're sitting here today and you've been calling this starting over, I want you to rename this season. You're not starting over, you're starting strong. You're starting with a full heart, a lifetime of experience, and a woman in the mirror who has so much left to give, including to yourself. If this video meant something to you today, will you do me a favor? Share it with a friend who needs to hear it, because we all know a wonderful woman who needs to hear it. I guarantee you know somebody who's in this exact season, and she's probably telling herself she's starting over too. Let's change that story together. I love you, friend, and I'll see you in the next video.